Athletics at the 2020 Summer Paralympics, men's 400 meters. The men's 400 athletics events for the 2020 Summer Paralympics took place at the Tokyo National Stadium from August 27 to September 4, 2021. A total of 12 events were contested over this distance. Schedule. Medal summary. The following is a summary of the medals awarded across all 400 meters events. Results. The following were the results of the finals only of each of the men's 400 meters events in each of the classifications. Further details of each event, including where appropriate heats and semifinals results, are available on that event's dedicated page. Television. The television category is for athletes with a visual impairment. A television athlete may be entirely without sight or be able to perceive light, but have no ability to see the shape of a hand at any distance. Television athletes commonly run with guides. The final in this classification took place on 29 August 2021 at 19:35. T12, 12, 12, T12, 12, 12. The T12 category is for athletes with visual impairment. Athletes in this category will generally have some residual sight, the ability to recognize the shape of a hand at a distance of 2 meters, and the ability to perceive clearly will be no more than 2/60. T12 athletes commonly run with guides. The final in this classification took place on 2 September 2021 at 9:42. T13. The T13 category is for athletes with a moderate visual impairment. Athletes in this category have a variety of visual impairments, but can typically recognize contours from a distance of 2 to 6 meters. Athletes in this category do not typically require a guide. The final in this classification took place on 2 September 2021 at 9:54. T20. The T20 category is for athletes with intellectual impairment. T20 athletes have an IQ score of 75 or less. The final in this classification took place on 31 August 2021 at 19:11. T36. The T36 category is for ambulant athletes with cerebral palsy. These athletes do not have the capacity to remain still, and they show involuntary movements with all 4 limbs affected. They usually walk without assistive devices. The final in this classification took place on 31 August 2021 at 11:20. T37. The T37 category is for ambulant athletes with cerebral palsy. These athletes have movement and coordination problems on one half of their body. They have good ability in their dominant side of their body, i.e. hemiplegia. The final in this classification took place on 1 September 2021 at 10:40. T38. The T38 category is for ambulant athletes with cerebral palsy. T38 athletes have the mildest form of impairment caused by cerebral palsy, often in only one limb, and not affecting the ability to run, walk, or jump freely, although impairing performance. T38 athletes may suffer minor coordination difficulties. The final in this classification took place on 31 August 2021 at 19:31. T47. The T47 category is for athletes who have a single below elbow or wrist amputation or similar disability with normal function in both legs. The final in this classification took place on 4 September 2021 at 21:01. T52. The T52 category is for wheelchair athletes with damage to spinal cord in the higher parts of the back, substantially impaired or no trunk function, and minimal or no leg function. Pushing power comes from elbow extensions and appears close to normal except for use of modified gloves to compensate for grip. The final in this classification took place on 27 August 2021 at 20:16. T53. T3. The T53 category is for wheelchair athletes with normal use of arms and hands no or limited trunk function, and no leg function. The final in this classification took place on 29 August 2021 at 21. T54. The T54 category is for wheelchair athletes with no leg function, but near full arm function and reasonable to normal trunk function. Typically, this may be caused by a lower spinal cord injury or spinal cord birth defect. The final in this classification took place on 29 August 2021 at 2021. 62. The final in this classification took place on 3 September 2021 at 1933. References